Get ready for the show, it's about to begin. Pro fan talk where we dive right in. Sports talk, hot takes, ain't nothing we lack. We the real fans, nothing holding us back. Mic check, 1, 2, y'all know the drill. We bringing the energy, we keep it real. From touchdowns on the Quinyon on the slam dunks on the court. Every sport, every game, we holding down the fort. We breaking down the plays, dissecting the stats. Pro fan talk, we keeping it fat. Debating with passion, no filter, no doubt. We the voice of the fans, we scream and we shout.
What's up, Tone? I think I played the wrong intro, didn't I?
I think we did.
Yeah.
I think we did, man.
Intro. I hit the wrong button.
I'm like, hold on, wait, damn. Like, did I get kicked off the program? Did I get kicked off the show? What happened? I thought this was the Bald Eagles, plural. You know what I mean?
Hold on. Let me do that again. Hold on. That's better.
In the city of Philly, where the birds take flight, Eagle swag on the rise each and every night. Tone and Markus got the scoop ready to ignite. From the lanes of South Street to the Moore Street lights, dashing like a running back, hitting every play. Fly guys in the zone, never led astray. Talking touchdowns, talking game day. Huddle around the mic, hear what they gotta say. Fly like an eagle soaring in the sky. Tone and Markus always standing by, bringing their heat, call it do or die. Philly squad, hear the battle cry. Fly like an eagle soars in the sky. Tone and Markus always standing by, bringing their heat, call it do or die. Philly squad, hear the battle cry.
That's better.
There we go. There we go. Music to my ears, big dog. Oh man, but listen,
my bad.
What's life? What's content without a little bit of fun and games, man? So
you already know. You know what that was like? That was like when you're on the field and they throw you the pass, and then you try to run before you catch the ball. You got a seat in your hands. I know I had the cursor on the right one before I clicked. I just didn't look it all the way in. So
it's all good. It's all good, man. Listen, man, that's why they call it first down, second down, third down, fourth down. You get opportunities, man.
Facts. Yeah, we had like second and 12 now.
Nah. Listen, it's all good. It's all good though. You want to know why? Because we're going to have such a strong running game this year. Second and 12 is going to be like second and 6 for us today. So
we'll see it. Not if they don't get that damn offensive line together. That's for sure.
Yeah, man. So let's get into it, man. You guys are tuned into the Bald Eagles podcast, plural. Bald Eagles, plural. My guy Markus Thomas from Pro Fan Talk, as always, and I'm your guy Tone DeShields II from Chalk It Up Sports, where no matter if we win or if we lose, we just got to charge it to the game. Markus, how you feeling, big dog?
I'm good, man. Good. A little bit concerned. I want us to go up there and handle business. It should not be a question who the better team is.
Mm-hmm.
But you still got to prove it on the field. So I am looking for the Eagles to go up there and put it down on the field. My guys playing today, Nakobe Dean should be in the lineup tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Very excited to see him. Yeah, man, we just gotta, after everything that happened, the meeting, all of that type of stuff, man, it's time to put up or shut up, or you're gonna be scrutinized and criticized for the rest of the year. Not that it doesn't happen anyways, but it's just gonna be a little bit of extra English if we don't handle our business tonight. So
yeah, no, that's the reality right now. And you're going up against a team who is clearly inferior. There's no ifs, ands, buts about it. There's no science that needs to be done. The Philadelphia Eagles from top to bottom are a better organization, a better team, just an overall better culture than the New York Giants right now. They are. Infrastructure, coaching, front office, it's just night and day right now. And you have to play like that. You have to play as if there is levels to this thing. You have to remind the New York Giants that, hey, y'all still are the lesser team right now. Now, granted, both organizations rather have won 2 Super Bowls each in the 21st century. So they're both sitting in the same warehouse from a Super Bowl standpoint. But I think overall for the past 25 years, from a pure pedigree standpoint, I don't think it comes close who's been the better organization or who's been the best run organization over the past 25 years. I don't think it's a question who's been the best run organization over the past 10 years. You feel what I'm saying? So I look at the Philadelphia Eagles as a team who has to go out there and put up and shut up. I think this is a time to kill. This is an opportunity to dominate. This is a chance for you to reclaim some level of confidence in your offense. But before we get too deep into the layers that is this game, I think we should first address the injury report. And I think the official injury report hasn't come out yet. We don't know who's going to be active or inactive quite yet. But as we all know from the New York Giants side, Malik Neighbors, he's a key name that's done for the year. He completely blew out his leg.
I saw that play when it happened too.
Yeah, that was rough, man. So Malik Neighbors, get well soon, brother. You don't wish that on anybody. Darius Slayton, their other wide receiver, is going to be out today. So they're shorthanded 2 key targets for Jackson Dart. And I am curious to see how their offense maneuvers around that. I think they are going to try their hardest to get their running game going. When it comes to the Eagles, Nakobe Dean is back. Right? They have him technically listed as questionable, but he's going to play today. Landon Dickerson and Grant Calcaterra are going to be out. And there's a chance the Eagles may be without Jalen Carter in this game.
It don't look like. I'm looking at Anthony DeBona, and he said if Jalen Carter is out, let me see. Oh, he's looking at Mike Garafolo. He's responding to Mike Garafolo's report, which was 15 minutes ago. And it says between the lack of a workout and body language in the meeting with Rosenhaus and the Eagles brass, I wouldn't be shocked if Jalen Carter is inactive. Sure.
Yeah, that's entirely possible. So, and the Eagles also, just to analyze their actions on, when it comes to this, they elevated Gabe Hall from the practice squad.
Yeah.
So
I want to see Robinson play too. Let's go.
Yeah. I feel like Ty Robinson has kind of flown under the radar these past several weeks. We haven't really talked much about him. I don't know. I actually don't know if we've seen him much. But this is going to be a big opportunity for him. We know the Giants' offensive line has regularly been compromised.
Right.
But this is a big opportunity for Jordan Davis to continue to show why he's been the best defensive lineman on the field for the Eagles. This is an opportunity for Moro Ojomo, who's coming off a pretty good game. This is a good opportunity for Ty Robinson, like you mentioned. This is a good opportunity for Byron Young as well.
Absolutely.
Gabe Hall. So I always felt like the Philadelphia Eagles defensive line, their deepest, they were the deepest in terms of D tackle. I always felt like that was their strength from a depth standpoint. So I think again, they have a big opportunity in front of them. They do have to be on the lookout for that Giants run game, but we're going to get to that.
This is also going to be a good opportunity for Jordan Davis to earn some money.
Yes, I agree.
So
I agree.
He's flashed, but we need a little bit more consistency. This is a prime opportunity when you don't have your partner in crime there. Can you do it on your own?
Yeah.
We're not expecting you to make every play, but you definitely got to make some plays. Yeah,
and I think this is what he's been preparing for. Obviously, this is a lot different than week 1. That situation was kind of alarming, but I think with the injury of Jalen Carter, you're able to game plan a little bit better around that. But let's just start on the offensive side of the ball for the Eagles. Let's start there. I think that's the obvious tell of the tape. You know what I mean? Eagles offense versus Giants defense. Last game, they completely abandoned the run. They only ran the ball 6 times with Saquon Barkley, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep.
And we watching that game, watching that game, we saw a prime opportunity for them to actually get their running game going. They had moments where, okay, if they lean on this a little bit more, maybe they'll be able to, get some more out of it. And they just completely abandoned it, and they completely went gung ho in the passing game. I think Jalen Hurts had 38 pass attempts. Even Jalen Hurts didn't have too many rush attempts in the game or scramble attempts.
Right.
So the running game was a complete non-factor for the Eagles in Week 5 against the Denver Broncos, and I think ultimately that led to their demise because they weren't able to really just sustain drives, grind the clock out. Too often they were stopping the clock with incomplete passes. They gave the Broncos way too many opportunities to get back into the game, and the Broncos took full advantage of it. So no matter what we want to break down from that game, from a referee standpoint or whatever it may be, I think the Broncos, took exactly what the Eagles gave them. So now you get to this week, and you have an opportunity to really lean on your run game and get it going, because as much as people want to talk about the passing game, being lackluster, I think the bigger problem for the Eagles is not having the running game. And I think this is a strong opportunity to get it going. Just to add some context before you cook, the New York Giants have one of the worst run defenses in the NFL. The Giants are allowing 5.3 yards per carry. That's ranked 29th in the league, and they're also allowing 140 rushing yards per game. That's 26th in the league. This is a prime opportunity for Saquon Barkley and his offensive line to regain some confidence.
Yeah, but we cannot forget, in my opinion, that the catalyst of all of that is our offensive line is not blocking well at all.
Mm-hmm. You're right.
Cam Jurgens, I don't know what's going on with him. I don't know if his back is bothering him or what the situation is, but he was a turnstile. And I ain't never seen that from him, because I think Cam Jurgens is pretty damn good. I think Jason Kelce chose the right one. But last week, not so much. I'm gonna go ahead and chalk it up to him not being 100% because he looked it.
Mm.
We had some plays where they were in the backfield before Saquon even got his hands on the ball. So we got to be better at that. We know Landon Dickerson is out. Who they got over there? Brett Toth. Not crazy about it, but guess what? He's the man at the spot. So my expectations for him are high. Everybody gets an opportunity to turn around their fortune. All you got to do is look like you belong. All you got to do is handle your business the proper way and execute what you're supposed to do. That's all you got to do. You ain't got to pancake nobody.
We have breaking news real quick. Jalen Carter is officially listed as inactive per Mike Garafolo.
Okay.
So, just want to throw that out there. We'll address that a little bit more later on, but please continue what you were saying. But
yeah, we everybody, I mean, you could apply this to the defense too. Everybody that's a backup, you got to put up or shut up. Put up or shut up. If you're a rook, so be it. It's time for you to take your lumps. But we got to find out now. You got a perfect opportunity because we playing a bad team, a quote unquote bad team, because we're not looking like a great team by any stretch. So I would imagine that the Giants in their meeting rooms this week, they're telling everybody like, hey, we got an opportunity to get a win because these guys are not as good as they think they are. They've been watching the tapes, especially the defense. So we need to take care of business. If you are backup, you need to take care of business. And we can't, at the end of this game, we can't be saying, man, I can't wait till such and such get back. We have to have confidence in our backup players and our second strings. That's why we got you. That's why we kept you on the team. That's why you made the squad and got them signing bonuses and incentives in your contract, all of that type of stuff. It's time for you to earn your money.
I agree 100%. I mean, you couldn't have laid it out any better. Guys have to step up. Guys got to act like they are students and graduates of Stoutland University. It's just that simple. They're making Stoutland look bad.
Facts.
Let's just call it what it is, man. We know Stoutland ain't lost. That we know Stoutland's teachings age like fine wine. They got Stoutland looking crazy, and you got to ask yourself, what is the disconnect? What is it? It can't just be not having Mekhi Becton, because this Eagles offensive line was dominant without Mekhi Becton in years past. So we can't just say
Steen has been solid.
Yeah, we can't just say, oh, Mekhi Becton isn't doing well. Cam Jurgens is coming off of a Pro Bowl season. Landon Dickerson is a 3-time Pro Bowler. Milada and Lane Johnson were all pros the previous season. Like, this can't just be something that's not fixable, right?
Yeah, I think it is fixable, and I think as far as the run game goes, the problem is pretty obvious. Our starting center and our starting left guard are not playing very well, be it from injury or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
To me, the cause of it is irrelevant. You know the problem exists, you know where it exists, and you got to have somebody to fill that gap. Now, we'll see what Brett Toth is going to do. You're going to get a lot of snaps tonight. So let's hope that we ain't got to stick Fred over there, but we're going to have to do what we got to do. But let's just hope that he's had enough of Stoutland this week. He knows what's going to be required.
Mm-hmm.
So he played well enough last week when he got in the game. So we'll see what he can do, man. But we need it right now because we got to get some guys rested up.
Yeah, I agree.
We're going to be crawling to the bye week.
No, you're right, man. And you don't want to go into that Green Bay game. And I know I'm looking a little too far ahead, but you don't want to go into that Green Bay game shorthanded. You want to be as healthy as you possibly can be, because post bye, they're going up against another wave of teams who were playoff teams in 2024 or playoff teams in 2023, teams that are used to being in the playoffs. After the bye, their weakest opponent, those 5 weeks after the bye, their weakest opponent maybe Chicago. And by then, Chicago may have established an identity. You never know,
right?
Because I think Chicago has talent on both sides of the ball. They're just a team with a new coach, new coordinator, so on and so forth. Quarterback in the second season. Who knows where Chicago is by the time we meet them. So you just want to be in a good place offensively, especially because I think the defense has been playing better than what people were saying. I think the defense has done plenty to keep the Eagles offense in games or even save games for them.
They've been holding up their end of the bargain.
Yeah,
sure.
Again, have they played at that 2024 level quite yet? No. But I think they've, and again, this defense is younger, especially at key positions. You're younger at safety with Andrew McCuba out there. Obviously CB2 has been shaky. It's been rather inconsistent up and down. I think you're better at linebacker, arguably. Actually, yeah, you're deeper and you're better at linebacker. As a matter of fact, you're getting Nicole Dean back tonight.
Yeah,
right?
Very interested to see Jihaad Campbell on the edge. Very interested to see how that works.
Right now, granted,
Matt McWilliams is out.
Yeah, this is the second week in a row. I think he's been inactive.
Grant Calcaterra.
Mm-hmm. So we're going to see more Cameron Latu today. We're going to see more Kylan Granson.
Granson cannot block, bro.
No, he can't. He can't. And again, as much as we talk about the passing game, this Eagles running game has to get going. It has to. This is their identity. That's their identity.
Supposed to be,
right?
But if you got to keep everything tackle to tackle because you're tight end, and your left guard can't block, ain't no way. Even like they were making tackles backsides because the left side of the line couldn't contain their blocks.
Yeah, I'm looking at the stat here. It says here the Eagles' pass block win rate is ranked 16th, and their run block win rate is 21st in the league.
That's a shame.
That is a shame.
Granted,
this Giants defense, they're not the best defense, but their strength is their defensive line.
They got a good running back.
That's their strength. So, and the Eagles' strength is supposed to be their offensive line. So what happens when your strength becomes weakness?
Yeah.
And the opposing team is more talented than they were the previous year on the line. But regardless of that talent, though, again, I say the Giants' run defense has been one of the worst in the league with all that talent. They're guys that can rush the passer. Dexter Lawrence is an all-pro. Kayvon Thibodeau is a former first-round pick.
Yeah.
Brian Burns, we know what he could do, right? Abdul Carter, a first-round pick. We know what he can do when he's able to pin his areas back. They're all talented in their own right. But it's no mistaking that even with those guys being as talented as they are, they can't stop the run. It's no mistake.
That is correct. So we have a great opportunity to get it right.
The question is, whose weakness is weaker? Whose weakness is weaker?
Facts.
Right? That's what we're gonna find out, man. And again, I just think They're too talented to be
It's
struggling like this.
It's a weird game, man, because if we beat them down, we're supposed to.
Mm-hmm.
Anything other than that, they're gonna catch it. The Eagles are gonna catch it. If they keep it close, how you let that team stay with y'all? It's supposed to be belt to ass.
Yeah, and this is the same team that beat the Chargers a couple weeks ago. But again, no matter how much people want to hype up the Chargers, because I think they're coming off with back-to-back losses. No matter how much people want to hype up the Chargers, they don't come with nowhere near the same expectations as the Philadelphia Eagles.
Not even close.
So this team, this Giants team, and I also think they had got a spark with Dart coming in, right? Dart coming in, he provided them a spark, in that first game. But then obviously that sparks don't last, right?
Yeah.
Eventually you got to be able to hold a flame.
Yeah.
And
Vic should be able to game playing that rookie easily.
Very, very well. Watching that Saints game last week, I saw a Giants team that looked young, looked unprepared, couldn't protect the football. Cam Scatterbo is coming off of a week where did he fumble twice in that game? I think he fumbled once. I can't remember.
I think so.
Yeah, because he's coming off a game where
it's not the gloves. So yeah,
he had a crucial fumble in that Giants game.
Yeah, they probably win the game if he doesn't.
I mean, in that Saints matchup, I think they would have if they protected the football. I mean, I'm looking at the box score now from that Giants Saints game, and Cam Scatterbo, he fumbled. Where is it? He fumbled in the game. Jackson Dart fumbled in the game, and Darius Slayton fumbled in the game. Darius Slayton's not playing today.
Right.
Jackson Dart fumbled. Cam Scatterbo fumbled, and either a fumble like that in that game. Either you're going to rise above it, or it's going to hang around.
That was as bad as the one from King Henry a couple weeks before.
Right. So if I'm the Eagles, I'm testing that grip.
Every time he touches the ball, I'm punching.
Every time he touches the ball, I want to be in his head about it because trust me, the way it's been covered the past few days, that was a big fumble.
Yeah,
that was a really big fumble, and quite frankly, you can argue it lost them the game, but they fumbled 3 times and lost it. So I mean, you could point to a bunch of different things that lost them the game, but they just weren't buttoned up. They weren't buttoned up. So. This Eagles team is coming off of a week also where they had 9 penalties. And the Eagles have been struggling with penalties these past few weeks. So you don't want to be a team that you're literally giving the opponent yards because you lack discipline and coof.
Yeah, the team that makes the least amount of mistakes usually wins. So we'll see it. 2-man, I did see that about Saquon not saying that touchdown wasn't even in the playbook. We talked about that last week about, getting the play called and then Jalen getting up to the line of scrimmage and just go with what he sees. But we'll talk about that a little bit later. But I did peep that.
Yeah.
Thank you for the super chat.
Yeah, thank you too, man. We appreciate the super chat. Let me see here. So again, Nakobe Dean is back. Landon Dickerson and Grant Calcaterra and Jalen Carter are ruled out for this game. Eagles elevated defensive tackle Gabe Hall.
Yep. I want to see Robinson, man. A lot of snaps with Robinson. I'm going to be looking at him.
Yeah, for sure. Just looking at the Giants offense now. The Giants offense versus the Eagles defense, right? Through 5 games, the Giants offense. Through 5 games, the Eagles defense has been ranked 3rd in the red zone. So the Eagles situationally in the red zone have been one of the best teams in football. The Eagles are still ranked number 1 in the league in red zone offense, and they're ranked 3rd in the league in red zone defense. And the Giants, on the other hand, they have the 32nd ranked red zone offense in football. They have.
I hope we can take advantage of all of this.
Again, numbers don't mean nothing, when the whistle blows.
Yeah.
But again, we like to pay attention to the trends. We like, at some point, trends do tell us who you are for the most part. But any team can rise above it or fall short of it. Any team.
Trends just tell you which way the wind is blowing, man. That's all.
That's all. But to be ranked dead last in red zone offense, and you're going up against a team that has consistently been a good red zone defense, even through all the strife.
Right.
Red zone offense for the Eagles and red zone defense has been legit.
Just take care of business. Just take care of it. Leave no doubt. That's all I'm saying. Leave no doubt who the better team was tonight. You know what I mean? Just Come on now, Vic, Nick, get y'all stuff together.
Yeah, and also just to add more context to this rivalry here, the Eagles have been a top 10 team. Believe it or not, actually, they've been a top 10 team when it comes to third down defense and fourth down defense. They've been one of the better teams at getting the opposing team off the football field. To be specific, the Philadelphia Eagles defense, they have the 9th ranked third down defense, allowing teams to only convert 35% at the time. And they had the 4th ranked fourth down defense, allowing opponents to only convert 37% of the time. So situationally on defense, they've been very strong, and I think that's been the calling card for them.
Right.
You get to the Giants side of things. Once again, the Giants, they have been the 30th ranked offense on third down and the 26th ranked offense on fourth down. They have not been good situationally. Have they been able to move the ball? Sure. But when it comes to red zone, third down, fourth down, the money downs, they have not been a good football team.
Nah, and that's what you get when you got a lot of young stars.
Mm-hmm.
You do have some vets there, but the vets don't have no more body.
Yeah, and Malik Neighbors got hurt in that Chargers game, or was it last week? I can't remember. I think it was the Chargers game.
Chargers game, yeah.
Yeah. So again, man, I just think they're a team that's just really, really, really been struggling situationally. That speaks to a lack of maturity. That speaks to coaching. That speaks to preparation. It could speak to talent as well, but you're missing Malik Neighbors, your number 1. You're missing Darius Slayton, arguably your number 2 or number 3, however you want to slice it. Your running back is coming off of a game where he had a crucial fumble. Some would argue it cost them the game. Which I don't think is that simple, but he had a crucial fumble.
I wouldn't argue.
Their offensive line has not been good, but granted, the Eagles' offensive line hasn't. But we're talking about them. The offensive line hasn't been good. They got a rookie quarterback in there, Jackson Dart. I expect to see a lot of 12 personnel from them. I expect to see them try to really get their running game going and really lean on it, because I think what stood out in that Saints game prior versus the Chargers game is that when you think about Jackson Dart's attempts, the Giants were able to really kind of dictate the pace in that Chargers game. If I'm not mistaken, in that Chargers game, Jackson Dart only had 20 attempts. He went 13 for 20. And they ran the ball 25 times with Cam Scatterbo, right? When you get to that Saints game, Jackson Dart threw the ball 40 times.
Damn.
26 for 40, 2 passing touchdowns, 2 interceptions, and a fumble loss. Cam Scatterbo only had 15 carries, had 59 yards, but 15 carries and a fumble. Their leading receiver was tight end Bellinger, and his role was expected to increase, especially in this game. But clearly, this is a situation where they're trying to protect the young guy, and they want that running game to work. If I'm the Eagles, if I'm Vic Fangio, I'm telling this offense, or this defense rather, stop the run. Everything else will come to us. Man, because we're that good.
I'm sitting in the kitchen sink. I want to test to see what this kid knows, because I know he's a rookie and he's going to crumble under pressure like all rookies do, because he just is not seasoned and experienced enough to be able to deal with that stuff constantly. So I would send the kitchen sink at him.
Yeah, I want to test his clock.
Yeah. So we'll see. I trust Vic. I trust him.
Yeah, speaking of that, right? Vic Fangio, he's been very creative with his blitz packages. He's been very creative. We've seen Cooper DeJean flying in. We've seen Andrew McCuba flying in. We've seen Reed Blankenship flying in. We've seen Zach Bond or Jihaad Campbell flying in on various occasions, right? I know you mentioned, hey, if you're Vic, test them early. Honestly, I want to test them on first down. I just want to see where his brain goes first down.
From the word go. Let's go.
Because he's shown when he's under pressure, he can be a little erratic. He turned the ball over 3 times in the last game.
Absolutely.
And the Saints started sending the pressure.
Send the dogs. Send them right off the bat. Off the bat.
So when you think about Vic Fangio and this defense, right? What's your thought process on where they are currently, and potentially where they can go, especially over this 3-game stretch where they have favorable opponents?
To me, I think the defense is right where they need to be. They still got some things to work on, but they've been playing at a high enough level to where even the game we lost, we shouldn't have lost. We lost that because of the offense. We didn't lose that because of the defense. So, yes, they're going to got every now and then because every defense is like that, and the guys on offense in the NFL are good, damn good. So for us to be doing what we're doing, Jalen Carter's hurt. So we do have a next man up mentality right now. That really works for us. Nakobe Dean coming back at the most opportune time you could think of, because we needed the boost in the run defense, and that lets us play around with Jihaad Campbell. We got a game that let's try some different things, because there's no reason why we shouldn't be able to handle this team. So you've got a little room to play with.
Do you anticipate them being in base significantly more in this game because of the lack of wide receiver depth the Giants have?
Yes. We are going to do that until they say otherwise.
Yes. If I'm them, because I want to keep Keely Ringo off the field for as long as possible. So to your point, I'm staying in base with Jihaad Campbell, Zach Bond, and Nakobe Dean on the field until they force me out of it.
Correct. Let them move you. Let them move you. You got, across the board, you got a prime opportunity to say, hey, I'm better than you. And it'll be proven out on film. That's what you want. No more talking. No more, hey, that was a first-round pick. Hey, that was this team's first-round pick. We picked him up in the second round 3 years ago. Well,
third round.
You shouldn't have to. I'm just being hypothetical, but you shouldn't have to. You shouldn't have to wait that long to see what you got. I know sometimes it works that way, but for the most part, you should be able to know after one season, hell, after a couple practices, what you got. I always remember that comment from Smitty, where they were talking about the first time they saw Jalen in practice, and they was like, we knew something was different.
Oh, second round, excuse me. I'm sorry.
Like, we knew something was different. So you don't need to have the best of the best, and you just need an opportunity to play and prove your worth on the field, just like Ajomo did last year, just like Milt Williams did, just like Zach Bond did. We in the cycle repeats. So I'm looking for Ty Robinson, bruh. Are you worth the pick, or are you just another guy? This is where you can start to answer that question. Yeah,
I mean, so far, it looks to me that you've hit in the first and second round with Jihaad Campbell and Andrew Makuba. You found Ty Robinson. You gotta. I think now is the perfect time to really test him. And I love this by Blaze. I actually wanted to ask you about this. I appreciate Blaze for bringing this up. He kind of beat me to it, but he says first play on offense should be a play action go ball to AJ. They won't see it coming. It's funny he says that, because I was thinking to myself, the one narrative that's been permeating is the tendencies for the Eagles, right? When they're under center, they run the ball 80% of the time, 85% of the time. When they're in shotgun, they're passing the ball 80-85% of the time. The tendencies are so clear. If I'm the Eagles, I'm taking a shot early. I'm taking a shot. Like, I ain't gonna lie, Blaze, I'm with you. First play of the game, under center, max protect. Hey, AJ and Smitty, go.
It depends on what type of play action they're running. If they do that same old gun formation, play action fake, it's not gonna work. It's not gonna work.
He can't be this dense, man. Like, if they're talking about your tendencies are so obvious, Dan Orlovsky is breaking it down like with his eyes closed. with his eyes closed. Their tendencies
Yeah.
are so blatantly obvious. And dog, like this is the part where I wish I could just grab him by his fucking collar and shake him like, dog, we know what you're doing. All you got to do is switch it up. Like,
let me be honest with you. At this point, this is when I really want to be a fly on the wall. Because I want to understand the logic of why you keep doing what you're doing.
yeah, what's your logic? Because you haven't been successful, and you can't just lean on the record, right? You have not been effective. I think your players are winning games in spite of you.
And also, you have to compensate. You have to compensate for injuries. If the left side of the line is not looking good, then damn it, you go to the right. Whatever you got to do. Because they're not going to hold it against you. They still coming. So whoever you got in that spot at left guard, at left tackle, they got to execute and they got to play because the guys on the other side of the ball don't give a damn, nor should they. If you are in the game, you are required to play at a certain level. So we need to see that from Cam Jurgens and Dickerson, but Dickerson was hurt and all of that type of stuff. Even if you step out there and you injured, well, 85% of this player is better than 100% of the other player. Is it?
I really think you're in a situation where you got to get these guys confident again.
Exactly. We say that stuff to make ourselves feel better.
You got to get them confident again. And offensive linemen tell you they're at their most confident when they're able to maul guys and they're going forward, not going back.
Absolutely.
Offensive linemen tell you they love run blocking more than pass blocking. They tell you that.
We got to get them the ball. I predict they're going to take some more deep shots today, but we just got to connect.
You got to earn it too. Get that running game going. You got to earn it too. You know how they always say you got to earn the right to rush the passer.
Yeah.
You got to earn the right to take those shots. And again, I'm with Blaze. Take a shot on first down, but don't forget about your running game.
Facts.
Do not forget about your running game.
We had opportunities to go deep on the ground last week, and we couldn't do it.
Yeah, like when they ran that pitch play against the Broncos, I thought they found something. They were going to lean on it more.
Yeah,
they just got away from it. It was Saquon's biggest run of the year. How do you get away from it?
How do you not call anything else?
I would have ran. You ran it to the left. I would have said, okay, let's flip it. Let's run it to the right.
Flip it.
He just doesn't have he lacks ingenuity, man. We're gonna find out.
I'm waiting for the switch to flick. We said the same thing about Kellen Moore, and then there was that one game. What was that, the 5th game of the year? And all after that, school was out.
I would make an argument. It was that Giants game where they really.
That's fair.
Because the Browns game was still a little.
That was the 178 game for Saquon, right?
I think that was the. Let me see. I can't remember, but I know that Browns game was a little. We won that game obviously, but that game was still had its.
Game was close. Browns game.
Yeah, but that was the first game out of the bye. But I'm looking. Okay, so Giants, Saquon ran for one. Okay, so against the Browns, Saquon only ran for 47 yards, but Jalen Hurts threw for 264. AJ Brown had 116. Smitty had a good game, right? But right here, in that where is it? In the Giants game on the road, they beat them 28-3. And that's where the dominance began for the Eagles. Hurts only threw for 114, but Barkley went off for 176.
Right.
And AJ Brown had 89 of those 114 yards from Hurts. AJ Brown. Remember, AJ Brown had that crazy touchdown pass on 4th and 5. Jalen Hurts passed it to him. It was a goal ball straight down the sideline, and a matter for a touchdown. So they got to be aggressive in this game. They got to punch on these guys. They got to really punch on these guys and lean on them.
Think about that. Think about what you just said. The plays that we made last year, the splash plays that we converted last year. Mm-hmm. That's the difference. We're not converting them this year. It's always we're always a step too late. We're always a step too short. We didn't jump high enough. We didn't hold the block for that half second longer. We late, and we getting beat off the line of scrimmage.
Yeah.
We gotta be better than that, because just going off of what we did last year, Obviously, that doesn't work.
Of course.
You got to bring the noise in and get ready for a new year because everybody got film on you.
And that's why he has to break tendency today.
Yes, he does.
They have to break tendency today. And Jalen, if you're at the line, change that shit.
Call it yourself.
Change it. If you clearly see, change it, bro.
Yeah.
Listen, man. Sometimes, man, being a good soldier ain't always what it's cracked up to be, man.
Nah.
Like sometimes you got to change that shit. Change it, bro. You know, I just think this is a game where they should really control it from beginning to end.
I agree.
This game, you shouldn't sweat at all in this game.
They should dominate, but I hesitate saying that because they haven't dominated once this year.
By far, this is their weakest opponent, and it will be their weakest opponent of the year outside of the Raiders. I mean, if you can't dominate this team, Lord knows.
And watch, they're gonna screw around and make it tough. Because that's the kind of luck we have, man.
Don't say that.
That's the kind of luck we have.
Don't say that. Don't say that. Don't say that. Don't say that.
That's the kind of luck we have, man. They just, I keep saying it. Just handle your business. Handle your business. Brett Toll, handle your business.
Yeah, man.
Collarstein, handle your business because it's on y'all too. It's on y'all too. And
also, it'll really help if defense can, create some short fields. You know what I mean? That'll help. That'll help. It'll help this defense. It'll help this offense, get going.
Let me be honest with you. I would say defense, just keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big piece back now with Nakobe Dean, so your run defense is going to be that much better. So just keep doing what you're doing. If you in that secondary, figure out a way to get your hands on the ball.
Question: with Nakobe Dean coming back, I know they haven't had much time, figuring out the long-term solution for him or long-term usage rate for him. But I don't think, typically Thursday night game plans, they aren't that complicated because of the short amount of time you have to get ready. And I know I talked about them hanging around in base formation and just allowing those guys to just play football and do what they do and forcing the Giants to force you to do something different. But what's your prediction for Vic Fangio's usage of Nakobe Dean? If you had to, based on what we've seen, if you had to predict, how do you expect Fangio to deploy those linebackers, in particular Nakobe Dean?
I think he's gonna have. He can play around, and again, this all depends on the formations.
And he's fresh.
Yeah, and what they're gonna do with Jihaad? Are we gonna see a true 4-3 defense or something like that? What does he have up his sleeve? This is a prime time to do some things that nobody's seen before. But at the same time, do you want to waste that bullet on a team like the Giants? But I say that after last week, I said that we are not a good enough team where we can just roll over anybody. Every game we play is going to be a game because we just aren't that good as of right now. So now is the time to pull out the stops. And I'm expecting to see that. I want to see some new things when you got a dynamic player like Jihaad Campbell and you get a defensive captain back on the floor. Let's not forget Dean had the green dot till he got hurt. So for him to step in, the relationship, because Nakobe Dean is a very cerebral player. Not the biggest guy, but he has a nose for the ball. And his size has not stopped him from being a force on run defense. Has not stopped him at all.
Right.
So this is where I'm looking at Vic Fangio, and I'm like, all right, what you cooking? Show me what you cooking. We don't have to keep Jihaad over here. Let's see if they'll jump Jihaad around and create some havoc on that line of scrimmage. Why not?
Do you think
what they're gonna do with it?
Do you think it's fair to say Cooper DeJean and Jihaad Campbell are your two most versatile chess pieces for the Eagles?
Yes.
Explain why that is for somebody who may not understand why.
Because Jihaad Campbell is fast enough, and I think Nolan Smith is too. to a degree. I just don't think Nolan Smith is athletic as Jihaad Campbell is.
Hmm.
In my opinion, you could put Jihaad Campbell at free safety. I think he's that good and he's that fast. So when you have somebody like that, I would say the same thing about Micah Parsons. When you have somebody that dynamic that can literally play, is fast enough to play at any position, what they can do on the line of scrimmage is ridiculous. The easy comp is look at what Myles Garrett does in Cleveland.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody named Mama know they got to block Myles Garrett, yet they cannot do it. Myles Garrett is on the line of scrimmage, bouncing in different gaps, doing a crossover like he AI on the basketball court and making offensive tackles look stupid. I watched a clip of him today. He lining up in a wide nine technique. He is like 1.5 yards, 2 yards outside the tackle. He takes one step, and the dude that was watching the tape said the dude damn near teleported to this inside. But that's what it looked like. Because you got somebody that's that big, that fast, and can be that dynamic and athletic, you always have the advantage over an offensive tackle. So I believe we have that in Jihaad Campbell. Because as good as Nolan Smith was, Nolan Smith had trouble when he had to drop back in coverage.
Consistently, yeah.
Yeah. So that one play a couple weeks ago where Jihaad got burned, that really wasn't because his coverage. That was a busted play.
Yeah, that was scramble drill, and
he did the best he could. And guess what? As soon as he caught the ball, he was on the tackle. So, and as a comp, look at what just happened with Singleton and Saquon. Mm-hmm. Saquon ran away from him. Mm-hmm. So when you have that athletic ability and the speed that goes with it, you have a joker in your hand, and you can do anything you want with it. So let's see what Vic Fangio is going to come up with.
And the same goes for Coop. His ability to just
absolutely,
arguably the most physical DB in football. I mean, can get in his run fit, can set the edge, can cover on the outside and inside, tackle so well in space.
That's his superpower, man. Cooper is a textbook tackler. Mm. If he's coming up for the hit, you know he's going to wrap it up. And you know he's going to get somebody down on the ground.
You know what's so funny? Watch side-by-sides of Cooper DeJean going in for a tackle and watch Keely Ringo side-by-side.
Bruh.
You see the stark difference. Cooper DeJean forces the action. He doesn't give you a chance to make your move.
It's different. And you know what?
He attacks you the moment you think he attacks you. He flies in so quickly. It seems like Keely Ringo, especially in that Buccaneers game in particular, he got caught waiting for the ball carrier to make his move.
Yeah. Yeah, and that is coaching. That is coaching. Somewhere in the past, Cooper DeJean had a coach that taught him how to tackle, and he went to the nth degree with it, and it stuck with him. As opposed to Keely Ringo. Keely Ringo played at Georgia. He played in the SEC. He's played in big games, but he act like he don't know how to tackle. You drop your head and the running back mugs you to the ground when it should have been a tackle for a loss. Like things like that. And that's where that stuff comes into play. I will never forget when Cooper DeJean lifted King Henry off the ground and made the tackle. Mm-hmm. It looked a hell of a lot worse than it actually was. But just to go up there and make that tackle in that situation, he knows what he's doing. No more big plays, no more knockout hits. Solid, fundamental football. When you do that, plays come to you. Not to mention, it does help a little bit that the boy can jump out the damn gym. Mm-hmm. That helps. Yeah. So I'm just waiting for him to have an opportunity to take one, go up and just out jump somebody, pull down the rebound, and take it to the house.
Yeah, man. Yeah. It is going to be interesting. Trying to think, is there anything else we left unturned? I think AJ Brown and Smitty should be able to win their matchups consistently in this game.
Yeah.
I think Goddard has been having a really good season, in particular in the red zone. I think Jalen Hurts, statistically, he's been good. He's had his moments where you kind of questioned the sense of urgency in the pocket. But I think statistically he's been good on the season right now. Let me make sure I got this right here. On the season, Hurts
he's got one threshold to meet. That's it.
Yeah. He's accurate. He's efficient. He's completing 66.9% of his passes. So if you want to round up to 67%, you can do that. He's throwing for 889 passing yards through 5 games, averaging or a little over 6 yards in the attempt, averaging 177 yards per game. I would like to see that go up a little bit. He's thrown for 7 passing touchdowns through 5 games. No interceptions. He has been sacked 15 times. I think 5 of those sacks came in that Broncos game, which was alarming to me.
Yeah, 2 of those sacks were scrambles where he didn't get past the line of scrimmage. So it wasn't when I think of sack, I think of offensive line giving it up. So
fair enough. But then for all that, just throw the ball away.
Correct.
You know what I mean?
That's to me his only problem right now, and it's not anything new, is not going across the middle.
Yeah. And
that's the biggest issue.
Yeah. And one can argue, is he being given fair options to do so? I know you watched a ton of the film.
Sometimes, he's let a couple go.
Okay.
I wish he would, because if we did proper play action,
it'll bring those linebackers up just a step, and it'll clear it out. We
just don't go across he doesn't throw to the middle often. He does, he just doesn't do it a lot. And I wish we would do it more, because that 10 to 15 yard area behind them linebackers is wide open.
Yeah, I agree. All right, let's get to our bold predictions. For this game, and then we'll get to our score prediction. Then we'll transition to our picks for week 6 of the NFL season. Obviously, we normally do this on Sundays, you guys.
Oh,
but a fly got you.
That's a moth in here, man.
Oh man, moths! I hate the way they flutter. They just make me feel weird. Anyway,
I think my electric fly swatter's in the other room too. He was disrespectful too. He landed on the head and everything, bro.
I want one of those airsoft like fly guns. You know what I'm talking about? The ones where they just shoot air. Oh, it's assault? Okay.
Some of them shoot salt, some of them shoot air. I like these because I killed a spider one time, man, and it felt like I hit that joker like Serena Williams, bro.
You felt like Thor?
Man, I felt the pop when I hit that spider. That spider was big too.
That's crazy.
So Warb is like chill.
Real quick though, Azeez Ojulari had a sneaky good game last week.
Yes, he did. I didn't think I'm looking sneaky about it.
Yeah, I guess actually sneaky because he's been inactive for 4 straight weeks.
Right.
But you're right. I think he made his presence felt pretty clearly and often. I would love this, and also I think he's I also he came into the game highly motivated too. Being inactive for the first 4 weeks, you get your chance in week 5. You're fresh. You're ready to fly. I expect a big game from Azeez Ojulari. He's going up against his team tonight, his old team tonight. I expect a big game from Saquon. So let's transition to our bold predictions here. Do you have any bold predictions for the offense and defense?
Bold prediction: Saquon 40+ yard touchdown on the ground.
Are we talking rushing or receiving?
Rushing.
Okay.
And,
interesting.
I'm gonna go ahead and say it. Jalen has 300 yards passing.
Wow.
And Saquon has 100 yards rushing.
That must mean that Jalen is connecting on a lot of explosive passes.
Well, he did last week, and we dropped 3 of them.
Yeah, that's true.
Think about that. We bitch, moan, and complain about the game last week, and Jalen had his best passing game of the year. And in spite of everything we dropped, the penalties and all of that type of stuff, Jalen should have had 400-something yards passing. So I'm saying Jalen gonna be plus 300, and Saquon gonna be plus 100.
with the 40-yard touchdown run to boot.
with a 40-yard touchdown.
Okay, I like that. You got any for defense?
Defense, Nakobe Dean gets a sack.
I like that. First game back sack. I like that. All right, so you got Jalen Hurts going for 300. You got Saquon going for over 100 in addition to a 40-yard touchdown run. I like that. And you got Nakobe Dean getting a sack. All right, that's cool. That's cool. All right, for my bold predictions of the game, I'm gonna start on defense. Defensively, my bold predictions for the game, I have Azeez Ojulari leading the team in sacks, and I have Jihaad Campbell. I have Jihaad Campbell picking off. No, you know what? I'm sticking with the Azeez Ojulari thing. He leads the team in sacks. Quinyon Mitchell gets his first interception of the season.
Q finally gets his hands on. Okay, I can see that with the rook trying to make something happen.
Yeah, and I think Q feels like he left a lot of food on the table last week.
He did.
Because he started off good, and then all of a sudden that fourth quarter made it look like he had a bad game.
Yep, I agree.
They all were lights out for quarters 1 through 3. That fourth quarter made it seem like Cortland Sutton was really giving it to him, and he really wasn't. But it was just that fourth quarter, and it was bad. But that's all it takes. So, Azeez Ojulari leads the team in sacks, so I'm assuming he gets like maybe 2 tonight. Quinyon Mitchell gets his first interception of the season, and offensively, I have Saquon going for over $125.
Nice.
And I have AJ Brown. I have AJ Brown, Devontae Smith, and Dallas Goedert catching a touchdown in this game.
All of them?
All of them.
Damn. All right. Let's put some points on the board, bro.
That's 21 points right there.
All right.
So again, I say Saquon goes for 125, and AJ, Smitty, and Goddard each get a touchdown in this game.
Okay.
Defensively, Azeez Ojulari gets 2 sacks minimum, or he leads the team in sacks basically. And Quinyon Mitchell gets his first interception of the season.
Okay.
So hold me to that, y'all. We're gonna have some fun, man. Like, because one of these days, the bold predictions are going to come to fruition. One of these days.
Big facts. Big facts.
All right. So, what's your score prediction?
You know what? Brian Dayball ain't that good. I'm gonna go 30. I'm gonna go 30 to 10.
30 to 10.
Yep.
I got Eagles winning
50 burger.
I got Eagles winning. I got the Eagles winning 34. 34, 3, 6, 9, 12. I got the Eagles winning 34-13.
Okay.
34-13. I just think they're not going to be able to consistently move the ball.
Come on, Los.
Oh man. Yeah, I got 34-13. And you said 30 to 10?
30 to 10.
All right. Okay. All right. So let's transition to our picks for the week. Again, we normally do this on Sundays, but nonetheless, you guys know game day, we're giving it to you. All right. So real quick, before we go, what's your overall record for the season as of week 5?
Last week I was 6-8. For the season, I am 43-35.
Okay, so you got me about 2 games. I'm 41-37 as of week 5. All right. So you and I both have the Eagles winning this week, per usual, as we always do. We never pick against the Eagles.
Yep.
Broncos at Jets. I got the Broncos winning this game in London.
Yeah, Jets suck.
Yeah, man. I feel like they should be way better than what they are. Like it's weird to me. Especially after watching week 1, the way they battled against the Steelers. I thought that was like a sign of okay, they figured something out here. But it was week 1, of course. So yeah, I got a little too excited. So yeah, I got Broncos as well against the Jets. Cardinals at Colts. I got the Colts winning that game.
I got the Colts as well.
Okay. All right. I think the Colts are just going to wax them. I really do. Chargers at Dolphins. I think the Chargers get right and they beat the Dolphins, but I do think the Dolphins make it close though. I think the Dolphins give them a little bit of a scare, but Chargers ultimately win the game.
Right.
You know, they figured something out here with Darren Waller with that Dolphins offense. He went off last week.
Yes, he did.
So we'll see. We'll see how that goes. But I'm rolling with the Chargers in that game. Back-to-back losses. The Chargers can't afford to go on a 3-game losing streak. I mean, you started your season 3-0, then all of a sudden you get the next 3 games you're 0-3. That quite frankly will be the story of Justin Herbert's career, if you ask me. Like that has been his career in a nutshell. If they lose this week, that has been like you can't be as hot as you look and then lose to the teams you lost to the past 2 weeks. It just can't. It's unacceptable if you're that Chargers team with that quarterback and what you did defensively and the weapons and the Harbaugh as your coach, Jim Harbaugh, not John, but Jim. It's unacceptable for the Chargers to have fumbled the bag like that. And even though when they started the season so hot, I mean, you started beating the Chiefs, Raiders, and Broncos, then you lose to the Giants and the Commanders. Looks weird, man, the light, man. And we're going to play them at some point too. Nonetheless, I got Chargers in this game. Patriots at Saints. I think the Patriots win this game. I think the Patriots. Yep. I actually think the Patriots. I'm not sure what their remaining schedule looks like for the next few weeks, but they got Saints, Titans, Browns, Falcons, Buccaneers. I think the Patriots going to run. I think the Patriots go on a 6-game win streak here, and their streak is broken by the Buccaneers on November 9th. The next 4 games they got Saints, Titans, Browns, Falcons. I think the Patriots go win all those games. Right now they're on the 2-game win streak. And beating the Bills will give you a lot of confidence. I think Drake May is showing that he's a good quarterback.
Yeah, we'll see.
We'll see. You know, anything can happen. You know, when you're a team that fresh, or I don't know if you want to say young, but when you're a team like that that's still relatively trying to rebuild themselves, you know, you can get got by a team like the Falcons somehow, right? So, but I think the Patriots going to run here. I think the Patriots going to 6-game win streak, and they put pressure on the Bills for the division. Nonetheless, I got Patriots winning this game against the Saints. Browns at Steelers.
Browns, I got the Steelers, but something telling me, man, Browns might sneak one in.
You think so?
Browns might sneak one in. Because
you trust Dylan Gabriel against that Steelers defense?
No, I trust Myles Garrett against Aaron Rodgers.
You know, he can't move.
Exactly.
So you may be on to something with that.
I don't know. You know what now? Because they got too many new pieces in already. They've been trading their ass off. So
they have.
You know, so I got the Steelers winning that game, but it'll be interesting because now all the pressure's on Gabriel Dillon. Because all of this Shedeur Sanders stuff, and it's a shame that it's going through this. Organizationally, the Cleveland Browns kryptonite is trying to develop a quarterback.
They should be ashamed, though. They should honestly be ashamed. It's been a circus over there.
It's horrible.
Where was I? So
we go down to Cowboys.
Steelers beat Browns. I'm with you on that. Cowboys at Panthers. I think the Cowboys win that game.
Yeah, that's no contest.
I don't think the Panthers can score with them consistently enough.
Yeah.
Seahawks at Jags. I got the Jags winning this game.
Oh, Jags on the heater right now. They
feeling it right now.
Yeah, they are.
I think the Jags beat the Seahawks. Now, granted, the Seahawks got to redeem themselves. They had a real tough loss against the Cardinals. I'm sorry, not the Cardinals. Tough loss against the Buccaneers last week. So I think Jags still get them though. Jags are at home. They're riding high off of that win against the Chiefs. Confidence to the roof. That was a signature win for them.
Let's see if they can avoid the emotional letdown.
Yes, that's a good point. It's a real good point. Rams at Ravens. Is Lamar back this week?
No, not to my knowledge.
I'm rolling with the Rams in this game nonetheless. I think the Rams are going to do worse damage than the Texans did them dirty. So I think the Rams are going to do them just as bad, if not worse. So I'm rolling with the Rams in that game against the Ravens. Titans at Raiders. I have the Titans winning this game.
I got the Raiders. Titans are terrible.
So the
Raiders, but they in Vegas, so I'm gonna get the Raiders at home.
This is a pick'em game, honestly.
They both terrible.
I'm rolling with the Titans. I think getting that first one of the season is the hardest one for a team like the Titans. Now I think they kind of settled down a bit, and I think they catch the Raiders. I really, really do.
Yep.
And let's see
Packers
here.
at Bengals.
Packers at Bengals. I'm sorry, Bengals at Packers. Excuse me, Bengals at Packers.
Come on,
I got the Packers winning this game decidingly. But also Joe Flacco, he makes it interesting. He makes it with Jamar Chase and those weapons. He makes it interesting.
Stop. Their offensive line is hot garbage.
True. He can't move. I'm still rolling with the Packers though, but I think
the Bengals offensive line is worse than the Browns.
Yes. I'm with you. I think the Packers win.
Micah Parsons is going to be on his ass. And Jamar Chase, their receivers, that's great. If he can stand in the pocket long enough to throw a pass that long, they coming.
Yeah.
So, plus he just the fact that he be in a new environment, I don't see that happening.
Yeah.
I don't see that happening. They're gonna get blasted. This is gonna be belt to ass for them.
For sure.
Bills gonna beat the Falcons, and Commanders and the Bears is gonna be a good game.
Yes, it is. But before we get to that one, Chiefs at Lions. I got the Lions winning. I'm sorry, Lions at Chiefs. I got the Lions winning this one.
I got the Chiefs winning at home.
You think so?
Yeah. After that last, not 2 in a row. Oh no, that was in Duval though, wasn't it?
Yep. It's possible, man.
Yeah, they Chiefs is
they're 2-3. They dropped 2-4.
They need a they pressing and they at home. So I'm gonna give.
Did you see Chris Jones after that? Like, did you see? I think they are. That
was horrible.
They're kind of. I don't want to say imploding. It's not that deep in the season yet.
Hey, everybody get a turn, bro.
But they just look disjointed.
We took their heart.
Yeah, man. Ask me like that. Do that to you. So yeah, Lions at Chiefs. I got the Lions winning that game. You got the Chiefs. All right, Bills at Falcons. I got the Bills winning that game handedly. And then Commanders at Bears. I got the Commanders winning that game. Jaden Daniels is back. I mean, he's clearly going through the sophomore slump, be it with his health and his accuracy. He has not been accurate at all.
Yeah.
So he's clearly experiencing a sophomore slump until further notice. So pretty much those are our picks, you guys. As also, by the way, the Vikings are on a bye week, and so are the Texans.
Yep.
So there you have it, you guys. That is the show. We appreciate the love. We appreciate the support. You guys have truly, truly been phenomenal.
Yes, sir.
We do not take it for granted. And Alex brings up a good point. The Lions haven't beat anybody good.
Nope.
That is true. That is very, very true. They've gotten fat off of some bad teams.
Right. But guess what?
The Chiefs haven't been a good team or consistent, right? The Chiefs. Think about it. The best Chiefs game from an offensive standpoint has been when they went up against anemic Ravens defense.
Right. So the Chiefs ain't good. So we'll see what they're going to do.
So I can't really, give the Chiefs the respect they deserve, because the only time you looked like a competent offense when you went up against a defense that was very much incompetent, and everybody's in the nurse's office. So you know what I mean?
We'll see what they do. We got a long way to go, man.
Yeah.
We'll revisit these conversations after the bye week.
Yeah, for sure. For sure, man. Make sure you guys smash that like button. Make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel, man. We appreciate the love.
And just so you know, as soon as this gets over, I'll be doing a live stream of the game tonight. So I'll have the room open as soon as we get done here.
Yeah, send me the link. I'll pop in at halftime.
I'll probably be on camera probably around 8 p.m.
Okay.
So the game doesn't start till what, 8:15?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, swing by. We're gonna be going live Thursday night. I watched the do you watch the Prime, the Amazon Prime thing where they be putting all of it looked like a game of Madden?
Oh, you talking about the Prime Vision, whatever it is?
Yeah, Prime Vision. I like that. I love it.
I haven't used it that much, but it's very exciting. It's very exciting. I do like it. And also, you guys, the Eagles are in the white tops, black pants. That means they're gonna smack. That means they're gonna kick some ass tonight.
We'll see.
It's one of my favorite combos. The white top, black pants. I would love to see them, get the black helmets involved. But nonetheless, that's the show, man. That's the show. You guys have been great. Let's bring us back to our 2 window. We appreciate y'all. Make sure y'all smash that like button again. Subscribe to Pro Fan Talk. Markus Thomas is doing phenomenal work at Pro Fan Talk, and also Pro Fan Hoops is on the rise. So make sure you guys lock in with that.
I'm moving soon.
For sure, man.
Might be a sweep in the WNBA, so I'll be moving soon.
Right, man. Right. Asia Wilson is a Hall of Famer already.
Yeah, she already is.
And also, and again, you guys, make sure you guys subscribe to Chalk It Up Sports. We appreciate the love over there as well. We were live on 2 channels. Again, we're live on 2 channels, Pro Fan Talk and Chalk It Up Sports.
Yes, sir.
He's Markus Thomas. I'm your guy, Tone, the show's the second. Markus has the Eagles winning 30-10. I got them winning, what did I say, 34-13?
Yep.
So there you have it, you guys. You guys have been tuned into the Bald Eagles podcast, and it's Fly Eagles Fly.
Let's go. Go Birds. Check me out on the live. See you in a minute.
In the city of Philly, where the birds take flight, Eagle swag on the rise each and every night. Tone and Markus got the scoop ready to ignite. From the lanes of South Street to the Broad Street lights, dashing like a running back, hitting every play. Blind guys in the zone, never led astray. Talking touchdowns, talking game day. Huddle around the mic, hear what they gotta say. I like an eagle soaring in the sky. Tone and Markus always standing by, bringing the heat, call it do or die. Philly squad, here to